MrBeast has done some wild things with his money. From buying private islands to spending millions on tanks and supercars, this guy knows how to take things to the next level. But let's start with something light. His first mega viral purchase that, believe it or not, caused some real-life chaos. Remember when MrBeast filled his friend's backyard with $80,000 worth of Orbeez? This video went so viral that Orbeez sales skyrocketed. But as more kids started playing with these water beads, which look like candy, there were reports of choking incidents. While it's not fair to say MrBeast directly caused this, spending $80,000 on Orbeez is insane, and he only went bigger from there. Next up, MrBeast bought a custom yacht for around $90,000, which was just a warm-up compared to his later projects. He then went on to purchase a real-life Fortnite battle bus, not just one, but two, with both totaling around $225,000. Talk about living out your video game fantasies. And who could forget the time he spent $250,000 on over 1 million Christmas lights, just to decorate a video set? But we're just getting started. Let's talk gold. MrBeast has a thing for gold, just like a certain former president. He started small with $10,000 worth of gold-covered steaks, then ramped it up with a $76,000 gold pizza, and finally splurged on a $150,000 gold steak with golden ice cream. That's $396,000 on gold food alone. Feeling a bit exhausted from all that gold? MrBeast certainly was, so he dropped $410,000 on 5 different vacations. He rented an entire resort in Mexico for $10,000 a night, booked the Eiffel Tower for $50,000, and stayed at a Swiss hotel where even presidents go for a cool $100,000. He even vacationed in Japan with the GOAT of YouTube. Clearly, MrBeast doesn't know how to take a break without making it a YouTube spectacle. Running out of ideas, he then decided to buy everything. First, he bought everything in one store, then one-upped himself by buying out 5 stores a year later, spending a total of $538,000. But that's nothing compared to the $625,000 he spent on 5 military-grade tanks. Yeah, real tanks, the kind that fire missiles. Why? Because he's MrBeast. And why not? Imagine turning a simple childhood game into a 6-figure spectacle. That's exactly what MrBeast did when he dropped $150,000 on a single game of hide and seek. But this wasn't just any ordinary game. Oh no. He rented out an entire football stadium, hired a team of professional seekers, and even brought in thermal imaging drones to make sure no one could stay hidden for long. The prize? A whopping $150,000 for the last person found. It's wild to think about spending so much money on a game that most of us play for free in our backyards. But for MrBeast, it's just another way to keep raising the bar and blowing our minds in the process. Speaking of insane amounts of money, let's talk about the $936,000 he spent on plane tickets. He didn't just fly first class. He went from a $10,000 Emirates seat to a $500,000 ticket on a Boeing 777 owned by a billionaire. In total, MrBeast spent nearly $1 million just on air travel. And then there were the Legos. In 2019, he bought 10 million Lego bricks to fill his friend's house, only to go even bigger the next year by buying giant Legos to build the world's largest Lego tower, costing him $970,000 in total. Every kid's dream, right? But MrBeast didn't stop there. He built a Willy Wonka-style chocolate factory, complete with a marshmallow room, chocolate river, cake room, candy rock wall, and a Feastables room. The entire factory set him back a cool $1 million. Of course, MrBeast has a bit of a gambling streak. He started with a modest $30,000, but quickly escalated, eventually spending down $18 million on lottery tickets alone. His gambling addiction has roots in the gaming world, where he once promoted CS:GO gambling to his fans. Though most of those videos have been scrubbed from the internet, the legacy lingers. When he wasn't gambling, MrBeast was busy blowing things up. He spent over $1.4 million on explosions, from giant Minecraft creepers to the most expensive firework in the world. But nothing tops the $2.4 million he spent on trains, just so he could blow them up too. And then there are the private islands. MrBeast's first island cost $800,000, but for his 100 million subscriber special, he upped the ante with a $2 million island that actually looked like a tropical paradise. Combined, that's $2.8 million on private islands. But the real kicker, his most expensive purchase ever, the $4 million he spent recreating Squid Game. This video outperformed the entire Netflix series in views and was put together faster than anyone could have imagined. And let's not forget the cars. MrBeast's obsession with cars has led him to spend $4,061 million on them, including Lamborghini giveaways and Teslas. He even got arrested once for street racing in his BMW i8, which cost him $100,000. But his love for flashy purchases doesn't stop at cars. MrBeast also has $2.2 million in Bitcoin, almost lost it all once, and has a $2 million crypto warehouse that unfortunately ended up losing money. Then there's his main warehouse, a high-tech filming space that cost a fortune but allows him to create anything he can dream of, complete with 100 cameras and the ability to blow up cars indoors. If MrBeast's spending blew your mind, Elon Musk's purchases will leave you speechless. Check out the insane things Musk owns. You won't believe your eyes.